So first thing first, we need dataset into our Power BI. So I've already uploaded the dataset, as you can see on right hand corner. IKKA rappers dataset is over here. So similarly, first of all, I'll tell you that this is a very beginner friendly dashboard. So you can create dummy dataset of your favorite musician and visualize on Power BI. Okay, so the dataset is not exactly as per the current statistics of this musician, but this is more sort of a reference. Okay, so this is more sort of a like a beginner dashboard, beginner tutorial, I'm providing you to start your Power BI journey. Okay, so first thing first, let's visualize this musician's top tracks. Okay, so for that I'm going to use bar chart. So I'm going to put total streams into x-axis, and I'm going to put track name to y-axis. Okay, so yeah, so I can see that now Dilbar from Satyamev Jayate has got the most Spotify streams, then Badri Dulhaniya, then other tracks are there. Okay, and then I'm gonna click on general, I'm gonna click on title, I'm gonna click on top tracks. Perfect. I'm gonna change the font to Arial black. Let's align it. Okay, I'll do the later changes. The aesthetics and other elements, the background color and everything will be changed later on after I'll add elements into this dashboard. So second chart is going to be column chart cluster 1. So this chart will be used to do breakdown of albums of this musician. Okay, so I'm gonna have album to x-axis. Okay, and I'm gonna have total streams on Spotify to y-axis. So yes, so you can see, of course, as I told you, Dilbar got the most streams, and then you can see the FUBU, his most recent release, is also picking up, right? So yeah, so I'll rewrite the title, albums breakdown. Okay, so changing the font to Arial black, making it bold, making it aligned. Perfect. Now I'm going to add a third chart, which is going to be popularity by genre. Okay, so for that also I'm going to use column chart, but stacked column chart, not clustered one. Okay, so yeah, perfect. So yeah, so in x-axis we are going to have genre, and in y-axis we are going to be having popularity score. Okay, so that's how we're gonna visualize popularity by genre. So popularity score is also there. We can see the popularity by genre. So rap got 100% rating, and the sum of popularity we have to calculate average. Yeah, so average, yes. So pop rap, which is sub genre of rap, got 59.92 popularity score, and average popularity score of rap is around 60%, and Indian hip hop is around 60.61, and then uh, hip hop in general is 61.88. Okay, so and let's change the title to popularity by genre. Okay, so changing the font to black, keeping it bold, keeping it aligned. I'll change the other visualizing elements later on. So next add another chart, which is going to be pie chart for genre distribution. Okay, so I think hip hop tracks are the most tracks in terms of numbers, but let's see. In genre, then I'm gonna have track name. Okay, so yeah, so rap is like 31%. Then you got 26% hip hop, pop rap, which is subgenre of rap. Then Indian hip hop, which is more sort of like underground stuff, I guess. Okay, so and these genres also include Bollywood music, uh, songs in Bollywood, which this artist has given. So I would say rewrite it to genre distribution, changing the font to Arial black, keeping it bold, keeping it aligned. Okay, and then finally I would be having line chart to check the trends in streams, okay, over the period. So yeah, uh, okay, so in x-axis we are going to have release date when the song is released, and in y-axis we are going to have daily streams, uh, and I'll put it to average. Let's keep it year or month. Let's keep it month. Okay, and going to general, changing the title to stream trend. Okay, perfect. So I think for the most part our core visualization is done. Now add KPI cards. Clicking on card. Now I think I should have number of tracks over here for our first KPI card. It's 99 tracks we have taken into account into our data set. Okay, 99 tracks of IKKA. Clicking on tracks, changing the font to Arial black, keeping it bold. Okay, going to visual, removing tracks, category value, changing font to Arial black, keeping it bold. Perfect. Yeah, I'll do the later. I'll do the changes, other changes later on. So let's adjust. Let's put it over here. Let's put the genre distribution. Let's put it over here. Let's put it over here. Okay, let's put it over here. Perfect. Okay, and let's perfect. Let's decrease the font size. Okay, of this KPI. Okay, so now let's add other visual elements which gonna enhance our Power BI dashboard. Clicking on image. I've already selected a few PNGs. Okay, so you can select accordingly. IKKA as the name represents. I'm gonna have cards. Okay, and also I'm gonna have uh, okay, this one looks cool. Okay, I'm gonna have another IKKA image. Okay, perfect. And this one, sizing it down. Another one could be adjusted, I guess. I think this one looks okay. Okay, and let's uh, remove it and add it again. not this one. So I'm doing all these things real time, so bear with me if I make any mistake. So this is a very beginner dashboard. Okay, so you can practice, create a dummy data set and practice, create a dummy data set for your favorite musician. Okay, let's add it again. Okay, uh, let's add some other elements also. His album covers. Okay, I'll add these things later on. Okay, let's change the background color of canvas. Okay, and yeah, so going to general, increase the transparency. Switching on visual border, it has to be white. Increasing the rounded corners, it has to be white too. Title, it has to be white too. Okay, or grayish. Going to visuals, going to x-axis, switching off title. Okay, going to y-axis, switching off title. Okay, now change the column color. Making it very glass-like. You know. Okay, I guess. Similarly with other cards, going to general, going to effects, going to color. Uh, Visual border on, shadow on, making it white, increasing the rounded corners, 1 2x 3x 4x, making it shadow, making it white, uh, making it grayish, grayish. Okay, and clicking on visual, clicking on x-axis, switching off title, clicking on values, clicking on, okay, Arial black, clicking on y-axis, Arial black, bold. Okay, and I think I should have it Arial black. Okay, over here title has to be removed, and the color has to be lighter version. Okay, so similarly with this dashboard, going to general, going to effect, switching on shadow. Okay, rounded corners 30x, shadow width 5x. Okay, and I'm gonna change it to white. No, light version of gray. Okay, and of course colors has to be changed, legends has to be changed, text light version of gray. Okay, switch off title, I don't need that. Go to slices, make it like grayish. Okay, and going to wrap, darker version of gray. Going to hip hop, more darker version of gray. Let's have it a lighter one. Okay, or have it a darker one but increase the transparency. Or no, and perfect. In Indian hip hop you can have white is okay. uh, yeah, so now another dashboard, going to general, making it bold, making it Arial black, aligning it, changing the background, transparency has to be increased, visual border on, making it white, shadow has to be increased, width has to be increased. Okay, and what else? Yeah, so visual, uh, making it Arial black, removing title, making it lighter version of gray, uh, okay, and making it Arial black, making it lighter version of gray, switching off title. Okay, okay, so we can see the changes. Okay, now coming to this dashboard, albums breakdown. Now revamp this one, uh, going to effects, going to color, changing the background a bit, visual border on, shadow on, making it white, lot of rounded corners, width has to be increased, shadow has to be increased, Okay, title has to be of light gray color to match it, and font has to be uh, okay. And what else? Rounded corners are there. Okay, so clicking on visual, clicking on columns, clicking on lighter version of, yeah, clicking on y-axis, clicking on values, clicking on lighter version of this one. Okay, and switching off title, of course you need that. We have to keep things minimalistic. uh, Clicking on lighter version of it, and of course has to be Arial black. Hmm. Okay, what else? Yeah, so line color has to be changed. Going to visual, going to lines, going to color, going to lighter version of, or a bit darker one. No, has to be lighter version. Okay, and similarly with this one over here, top tracks, you can go to layout, you can click on lighter version of. Okay, and so yes, let's design the KPI card. Here also we can change. Okay, now let's change the KPI card. Clicking on okay, let's first change the background. Going to fits, going to gray. Okay, clicking on visual border, clicking on shadow, clicking on white, making it 30x, clicking on shadow, clicking on white, 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x. Okay, and okay, let's, okay, okay, and let's add let's realign the KPI card so it doesn't overlap with other elements, but at the same time should maintain a bit distance, you know. Okay, so similarly I've added three more KPI cards. Streams 687 million streams, albums 11, score in terms of popularity it's 60.59%. So this is the final dashboard which we have. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for new tutorials.